Alright, finally back home from team camp. What an awesome week away. We had the best weather. Ended up doing 510k in 5 days that we were there, and then we did, well, I did 8,270 meters of climbing, my biggest climbing week in the history of my cycling career. And I think the boys did an extra 1,000 meters of climbing on top of that. So almost 10,000 meters of climbing the boys did that week. We had a photographer on the third day, Sophia, and then he came and did some awesome photos on the Coronet Peak. All of those are going to be posted either throughout all of our Instagrams and then on the Team Couplands Instagram. So if you want to go check those out, the photos are absolutely mint. So I'll put the link to the Couplands Instagram in the description of this video. But for the bright-eyed viewers of you, I had this chain on the entire thing. I haven't actually released it or said anything. I've had it in the last 3 of my videos. So for the ones with good eyes, obviously it is a DURA-ACE custom diamond and gold chain. I'll tell you a little bit of the story, the backstory about it.
Call me Bucky, niggas lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no morals, I'd be menacing. How a nigga rapping conscious but he ignorant? How he from the hood but still gon' go legitimate? How he fuck a bunch of bitches but they still respect the women? He still rolling this another, he just got the windows tinted. Homie stabbed me in the back and that can never be forgiven. And my palms been itching, man, I like the superstition.
So obviously I went away this year and I went to like 3 different countries. I went to America, then Spain, and then I ended up in Belgium. So after Belgium, I actually ended up staying there for over a week longer than I was meant to. I was meant to go from Belgium to the UK, and part of the videos I was meant to film in the UK was with the jewelry designer that I got to make this DURA-ACE chain.
I'm outside Pronto Bikes in Frome to meet Justin, who's one of their customers. He's the jewellery designer and is cycling mad.
My name's Justin O'Grady. I'm a jewellery designer and manufacturer from Frome in Somerset, hence the postcode on my face. I go by the name online and in the jewellery industry as a Mercer, so you may have seen me there before. I've had the chance to make jewellery for some quite big clients. I've also started dabbling with cycling related jewellery, so it's a new area for me and it's going really well. I'm a keen cyclist. So yeah, just enjoying making jewellery and riding bikes and seeing where it goes.
I was meant to meet up with him in London and it just never ended up happening because I got the heat stroke and then I decided not to go. So he ended up sending it to me. He's got some absolutely crazy stuff. He's done a few he's done a few bits for Legion. I put those ones up here. And he's also done some for Francis Cade. I watched Francis Cade's video when they did like the gold rear mech chain and I thought that's so sick. But what's like the coolest, I wanted a word chain. I wanted something that had words on it. I was like, what's like the coolest, most expensive thing that you can get in cycling? And obviously the first word that came to mind was DURA-ACE. So we came up with the design for this. So I had him up on Instagram and we came up with a few ideas. And then because it's real gold and real diamonds, it's super, super expensive. But like it's a good size to be able to ride with. I want to be able to ride with it. It's yellow gold, full of actual real diamonds. And just this cost $2,500, so it wasn't cheap. And then I also had to get a chain on top of that that was strong enough that it's not going to break while I'm riding, because I want to be able to wear it while I'm riding and racing because it's super sick. The guy that made it was on GCN Tech recently and he even put a photo up of my chain. So I thought, oh, I better make a video about it before everyone realizes it's mine. He's done some crazy stuff on his bike. He's got diamonds all over his Pinarello. So yeah, this is the chain that I've got. It's gonna be like a podium chain, so any of the boys, if they win any stages, I'll let them wear it on the podium. It's pretty cool and it cost me an absolute arm and a leg. $2.5 grand for a tiny piece of jewelry like this, but it is real. There's a lot of money to spend, so yeah, I thought I'd actually explain what the hell is going on here, and it is pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of an update now that I'm back in Marston. We have less than 2 weeks now until the first stage of Southland, so I leave for Southland on the 28th, and then the race starts on, one second. I get there on Thursday the 27th, the recovery ride 28th. It starts on Sunday, but if anyone's in Invercargill on Saturday the 29th, it should be around lunchtime. We always have the whole team of Couplands go to the Invercargill Couplands store, so if you want to come meet us, they have like a meet and greet, sausage sizzle and stuff. Making all of our little cards into like little Weet-Bix stat chat cards, so that'll be pretty cool. So you can come along, grab some of them, meet the boys before the race, and then come and watch us race from Sunday through till, I think it's through to Thursday or Friday. She's going to be a big one. I'm just out the back of the shop. I haven't actually showed my ute much. I was going to come and show you guys my track bike because I'm racing track for the first time on the Cipollini on Sunday and I'm so excited. It's almost done. It's almost done. We're waiting for some spaces for the cranks and then we are good to go for Sunday. But yeah, when I got back, I picked up this ute. It's a 4-inch lifted Toyota Hilux from 2013. Absolute machine of a thing. It's huge. I like to do a bit of four-wheel driving and overlanding and stuff. And then also over summer, I've got a whole load of like gravel videos and big adventures I want to do. So I'm going to take this with me. I'm doing gravel nationals. The first ever New Zealand gravel nationals is 2 weeks after Southland. I'm hoping that I'm going to get a big awning and then a rooftop tent for it so I can sleep. I'm going to drive up 2 days before the race. I'm going to sleep in my rooftop tent, and in the back of it, in the back of the ute, in the canopy, you have, oh, I've got all my dive gear in at the moment, but it's got like an inverter here so I can charge my bike, I can charge my phone, everything in there. And then you also get a fridge, and they can plug the fridge in and have it in the back so I can have all my cooking gear and stuff in here and be fully off the grid just in this ute. And the battery in the front charges the battery in the back, so while the ute's turned off, that battery is still good to go. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for gravel nationals. I'm going to take that up there. It's going to be a bit of a hike. I think it's like a 7 or 8 hour drive, but yeah, we're at the back of the shop at the moment and we're going to go look at this track bike because it is looking so schmick, and I finally got the disc that's going to work for it as well. Alright, I think it's been a while since I've been in the shop. We've got a few repairs. Obviously heading into summer in New Zealand, bike shops actually just start like pumping. Where obviously, holy moly, they've sold a few bikes I've been away. A few bikes here. But yeah, bike shops, like what I realized last year is that you literally are so busy. Like winter's kind of chill and you just kind of like get through your repairs and stuff, sell a few bikes here and there. But there's like a 4-month period when the sun comes out and everyone's like, I want to be a bike rider. And so that's literally, we're about to come into that this summer, which is awesome because it's always good to be busy. But here we have it, the Cipollini track bike, pretty much ready to go. So if you watched my other video, I brought the wrong disc for this bike, so I ended up finding the right disc for this bike, which is sick. So we actually have, this is a proper track adapted bike. We have a 15 on there at the moment, and then I'm currently running this 3D crank which has a 51 on there, which George reckons is going to be slightly too small, so I think I'm going to look for a 52 or a 53. And then I've taken off the ISM saddle because I usually run this for Physique Antares, so I'm going to run a Physique Antares on this as well because I'm more interested in doing the bunch races than like pursuits and stuff, and it is a sprint bike. What else have we changed? Obviously DURA-ACE 75 on the front. We have the 130mm zip sprint stem, and I've just got these FSA bars, 40 centimeter like compact bars just for the moment. I think I'm gonna get some 38 or 36 proper like sprint track bars on there because I think they'll look real cool, especially with some carbon ones. But she's looking pretty sick at the moment. But yeah, here she is in all of her glory. So obviously, I still gotta put the cranks on. The cranks are all good to go. We've got pedals and everything for them. I just need a spacer kit that is coming from PRV. Hopefully will be here tomorrow. And then we've got the spacer kit, saddle on, disc is on, we've got gears, got the gold chain, and then all I need to do is wrap this bar tape. And then just because it's a track bike, it's the easiest bike to build in the world and it's done. So I'm gonna race this weekend in Wellington on the track. It's on Sunday. It used to be called Speed League back in the days when me and George did it in Wellington when we were juniors. But the first race was a 6 minute A grade scratch race, and then we got a 1 lap derby, not entirely sure what that is. A grade 5 lap Kieran, moto swings off for 2 laps to go. Never done one of them. Not sure if it's gonna be dangerous or not. If it's gonna be dangerous, I'm not gonna do it before Southland, but definitely after. And then A grade 25 lap scratch race. That sounds pretty fun, definitely gonna do that. And then A plus B grade Emma's Pursuit. No idea what an Emma's Pursuit is. If anyone knows, put it in the comments below. But that's kind of the plan for Sunday in Wellington. Hopefully it's good weather and hopefully a few guys show up for A grade and we can actually have a bit of a rip around and everyone can admire my absolutely beautiful bike. Well, while I was filming, we got a box show up from Champion System. This is also for Southland. We got some custom jerseys and all that casual gear made. I'll open this one. This is a small, so this will probably be like Toby or Keegan's. So we got jerseys made, Champion System, Couplands on there, Booth Group on there, and then all of our sponsors across the back in the red. So we got hoodies, also Teams Couplands t-shirts, all the sponsors on the back, just like casual gear. And I think we also got polos for when we're having sophisticated race meetings. We can have a collar on our shirt on the polos as well. They're all exactly the same design. That is going to end today's video. It's just a quick one since I got back, and the coach has given me 2 rest days to try and recover after the big week down south. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Obviously I'm kind of like full gas, head focused on Southland at the moment, but Tristan, my filmer, who's like done a hell of a lot of videos for me, we're flying him down for Southland. He's going to be making daily uploads, so if you're really keen to keep an eye up on that, see the live behind the scenes footage of us racing at like the biggest cycling race in New Zealand. There's 21 teams entered Southland this year. It's 6 more than last year. It's going to be 120 guys in the peloton. It's going to be a big race, and there's some big names for GC, so it's going to be a pretty awesome race. I'm really happy that I decided to get fit and race for this year. It's going to be a really cool and special year, and the team has an awesome group of guys this year as well. But yeah, if you haven't liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll do a stage 9 vlog and put a GoPro on Tobu when we hit town.